In this problem from Variables and Patterns, we will be talking about rate tables and graphing. Dory and Marlin decide to save their money to buy a new aquarium for their fish collection. Dory thinks she can save $8 per week. Marlin has $25 from the holidays to start with and plans to add $5 each week. First thing we have to do is make a table that will show the amount of money that each sibling will have over the next 8 weeks if they stick to their plans. And then after that, we're going to use our table to create a graph. So as I'm setting up my table, I know that I have Dory, so I have the weeks I would like actually going across the top here. And I'm going to start with 0 weeks. So we have 0, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4, 5, 8 weeks. And then we have Dory, and we have Marlin. All right, so I know, and I'm gonna make my marker a little smaller here. All right, so, this go away. We have 0 weeks, there we go. At 0 weeks, I know that Dory is not going to have any money yet. So Dory has $0 at 0 weeks. But Marlin had $25 to start with. So before they even begin saving, Marlin has $25. After week 1, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just fill in the table for each of the siblings. So we'll start with Dory. So Dory she starts with $0. After week 1, she thinks she can save $8 per week, so she has $8. Week 2, now she saved another $8, so she has $16. Week 3, she'll have $24. Week 4, she will have $32, then $40, then $48, $56, and at week 8, she will have $64. So you may start to see a pattern here that we are essentially scaling up by 8 each time because she's making saving $8 each week. Marlin, on the other hand, he starts with his $25, so he has that, and he's adding $5 each week. So after week 1, he'll have his $25 he started with plus $5 more, so that would be $30. After week 2, now he's gonna have $5 more, so he'll have $35. Week 3, I'm adding again $5 more, so we have $40. Then he'll have 45. 5 more would be 50, 55, 60, $65 at the end of 8 weeks. So now I have my table of data. And I want to now graph this because I want to see on a graph how they are saving their money each week. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to set up my graph. All right, let's see. I don't have too fat of a marker again. So the first thing I want to do when I'm setting up my graph is I need a title. So my title is going to be Aquarium Savings. Okay. And then I need to label my axes. So I'm going to label my y-axis, the amount that they've saved, or amount of money. And then way down here, which is going to be really hard for me to write, but I can do it, I'm going to write the number of weeks. All right, and now I need to come up with my scale. So I'm gonna put my 0 down here, and I know that my amount saved, I need to get up to about $64, $65. So I am going to, let's see, if I count by tens, I'm just gonna test this out. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I'm only gonna be here, so I think I'm gonna actually count by fives. So So let's see if I can make my marker skinnier again. So I'm gonna say this is going to be $5, 10, 15, 20, it's hard to see these lines, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, and then I'll just go up to 70 for good measure. And then I have my number of weeks. So of course, and I'm gonna run into my words here, but that's all right. I have week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We'll just pretend that looks prettier. All right, and now I'm going to graph Dory first. So Dory I'm gonna make red. So Dory, in week 0, had $0. So Dory's graph is going to start right down here. Dory, after week 1, remember, she had $8. So I'm gonna go over week 1. Okay, she had $8, which is going to fall right about there. Then week 2, she had $16, right about there. Week 3, 24, right about here. Week 4, $32 for Dory. Let's see, over here. Week 5, she had 40. Week 6, she had $48. Week 7, $56. Week 8, $64. So we have week 8, 64, right about here. All right, so I'm gonna leave that alone for the moment, and I'm gonna move on to graph Marlin. So Marlin's gonna be blue. So Marlin, week 1, he didn't have $0. Week 0, Marlin already had $25. So before we even started, Marlin's graph is actually starting right here because he started at $25. All right, and then week 2, again, he saved that $5. Week 1, he's at $30 because he saved $5. Week 2, $5 more, so we're at 35. Week 3, we're up to 40. Week 4, 45. Week 5, lines are very hard to see, we're at 50. Week 6, we're at 55. Here, sorry guys. Week 7, we're at up to 60. And then week 8, $65. Just a little bit ahead of Dory. And now we remember, when we are showing change over time, they're saving this money over time. So we're going to want to connect the points in our graph. So I'm going to take, and you of course use a ruler, but I don't have a ruler big enough for my whiteboard, or my smartboard. So I'm going to do the best I can to draw a straight line to connect. First, Marlin. And then Dory's. So that is how you will graph your data after you create a table.